Hey guys, welcome to The Old Wise Men. Today we're going to be talking about another story, story 3 on relationships determine results. We got the Ted Lee deal, as I mentioned. He signed that lease for us, and now we're rolling in locations. We got those 20 locations from Ted, then 30 locations, 40, 50, 75 location. God is absolutely blessing us. Then we get the news. Don Parks gets embezzled for $300,000. I'll never forget this. He goes, Rob, I got to get out of this deal. He says, I need $300,000 like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it was. So I called the bank. The bank said, Rob, we will loan you the $300,000. They approved my loan. They had their plane tickets bought, but I couldn't sleep. My gut, have you ever had those nights? It didn't feel right. It just no matter how I wanted to spin this, Donnie was so much a part of Nevada Outdoor Systems, so much a part of it. I just didn't feel right about it. But you know what? He had to have his money, so I just kept going. God, you gotta help me here. Where do I go? I don't feel right about this with Don. So I prayed about it. I remember praying about it. In God's word, Proverbs 3:6, in all your ways know and acknowledge and recognize him, and he will make your path straight and smooth, removing obstacles that block your way. Proverbs 16:9, a man's mind plans his way, as he journeys through life, but the Lord directs his step and establishes them. I love these verses. God's telling me that he's going to direct me. He's going to give me direction. I'll never forget. So one night at 2 a.m., I jump up in bed, sit up, and I look over. Lisa, I got it. And she was startled. You got what? I said, Dave Wyrick, it's the answer. Dave was, remember Martin Media? He was the guy. And so anyway, so I said, Dave, he's going to be the one that's going to help us and fund Donnie's $300,000 embezzlement. I didn't know how, so I called Dave. I said, Dave, you got to come to Las Vegas. He comes to Las Vegas. He sees what we're doing. He sees all the signs that we have. Now remember, he's my largest customer. He didn't know I was in the billboard business, but now he's finding out. And Dave says, Rob, what do you want? I said, Dave, I need $300,000 for Don, like now. I think it was Wednesday, and Monday Don had to have the $300,000. And so I said, I got to have that money like right now. And so Dave was just thinking about it, and he said, so what do you want? I said, look, Don and I will sell you 49% of our business for $600,000. Don had $300,000 in it. Lisa and I had $300,000 in it. So what I wanted was to be able to recover that money. So we sold Dave Wyrick, which was Martin Media, 49% of our company for $600,000. And so it was so cool. I remember sitting at the airport. We're at the airport, and we're actually having a beer, and Dave was excited, and I was excited, and I'm thinking, like, we just sold 49% of our company for $600,000, and like, holy mackerel, we thought it was worth a lot more, but look at God provided what we needed. And I said, Dave, I have to have that money wired to me like Monday. And he said, Rob, here's how we're going to do it. So he gave me a game plan on how he's going to wire the money to us. And he did. So Don got his $300,000. But here's what was so cool. Here's how God protected Don. He got him his $300,000. Don still stayed in as a partner. So for that 51% of Nevada Outdoor Systems, Don still owned 50% of that, and I owned 50%. So he got his money. You see how God protected him and helped him? That was just a miracle. And it was just so refreshing for me to see God come through for Don and give Don that money and protect him. So God does direct our steps, and each and every day that we read his word and we rely and acknowledge on him, he's going to direct where we go. See you next time for the rest of the story.